What is this camera? Is this the one you bought over in Mexico or something? Right. Do I have the board to click? And I start out scones. 3 cups of self-raising flour, 1 cup of icing sugar or icing mix, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, very good writing, pinch of salt, 1 cup of whipping cream and 2 eggs. Right, that's the ingredients. It doesn't look like anything though. Into... Where's... John? Shh. Onto a greased, serve with jam and cream. Now I remember living with, there was 3 family generations living, my grandparents on my dad's side. We had a lovely relationship with our parents. They were very involved in our upbringing, both of them, you know, both when we were going to sport and stuff like that, they always came along. My dad played football till I was probably 10 or 11. By the time Dad finished playing football, just country football. So now we start our ingredients, sift in all the dry ingredients together. I've made a mistake here though. I should have turned the oven on, which I will do now. About 180 degrees. Fan force, that is. Make it a bit finer. Whatever, self-raising, doesn't matter what, I just use the Coles or Woolies brand. With this we beat the 2 eggs and the cream together. There's a cup of cream, 1 cup of whipping cream. For my viewers, I've never done this before on camera. The place was nearly run like a business. Like Grandma used to take us all the kids outside because there was 7 children and 6 adults in the house, and Grandma used to take the kids outside. My mum used to do all the cooking. My auntie used to do all the washing, and then they combined together to do the housework and stuff like that. And of course the men were working on those days at Cane Farm. So it's ready to go. Make a well in the centre of the dry mix. And I do find if the mixture I feel is a little bit drier than I like, I just add a little bit of milk to it. But sometimes it depends on the weather and the flour as to... Looking at this, I doubt that we'll need it. Sometimes, I believe, not schooled up in this, but I have been told that it does depend sometimes on the temperature of the day and just how the cream and that is absorbed into the flour. Like one day you can do it exactly the same and get a different result. I'm hoping today it's going to be a good result. My mum was a great cook, and as young kids we used to, on Saturday afternoons, she'd set Beth and I up to do cooking, you know, and Beth always used to make a ginger sponge and I used to make a chocolate sponge with Mum's, and I think it was just instilled into us all the way through life, really. I love doing this for my family. It's one of the highlights when they all come up and we sit and have a smoker. Before I go any further, I'll just show you how I prepare the tin for the scones. You can do this with butter if you like, or just a spray, just so long as it's covered. And then so that you get a nice bottom on it, just regular plain flour, so it coats the bottom and everything. What makes me smile? I was very, very nervous. I probably smile about that now, because I see the young brides today and they have a ball at their wedding, but I was very nervous, very nervous. But we had a lovely reception. There was lots of dancing and fun, and yeah, that was nice. And there was 327 guests at our funeral. That's a bit of a plan. But anyway, 327, so it was a big do, and yeah, but it was lovely. That is then ready to go. Flour on the board. Just tolerance, I think, in a lot of ways, you know, you sort of, obviously, you love each other, and that has to always be the grounding for you, and we all argue, we all have ups and downs, but we've been very lucky, really, I think. John tolerates me, and I annoy him at times, I think. And give it just a little bit of a knead, not too much. Just get it into its shape. Press it out till it's about 1.5 centimetres, I suppose, thick. You can get it into a bit of a square, it's easy to make the scones uniform. 12 to 15 out of this. Roll them in two. And pop them in the tray. My family came from Scotland, and her mother made excellent scones. She's a Scottish lady. And that's where my mum got her skill from. I think just lots of love. And I don't think there's much, like a husband and wife love is different from a mother and children love, I think. And that love, I think, if you can get that through to them, they pick up on it. And we have been blessed with our boys. They've been really special. And, you know, we still have a lot to do with them, and love that as well, because they give us a lot of beautiful things. My grandma, she used to make, she was a beautiful scone cook. And she made it by sort of warming milk and butter on the stove is how they used to do it. So pretty much the same ingredients, but just cooked differently. Okay, then it's into the oven for 15 minutes and keep your fingers crossed that they turn out. Then we set the clock for 15 minutes and they're in. Also 180, I'll turn it up just a little bit. This oven's not quite as hot as it should be sometimes. So. Yeah, I sort of try to take positives out of everything. I get upset, and unless it's time to worry about what's coming up, I try not to. I sort of, you think, oh, that might happen, but until you're confronted with it, I try to sort of think, oh, well, no, it'll be all right, you know. And like with John has those two and they were hard times, but family were there, and that's I'll stop always, I think, the family. Just taking the scones out now. They've been a little bit longer than 15 minutes, which sometimes happen, but just keep testing them till they're cooked. Hopefully they'll taste okay. And then we'll just put them into a clean tea towel and let them rest for a little while. Watching a bit of TV and just having a drink at night, and just relaxing times with family. It's all about family, Johnny. It's all about family. Depending on the number of people you're serving as to how much you do, it's just no measurements really. Whips up to pretty much double the volume. A bit of vanilla, about a couple of tablespoons of icing sugar. Just whip it till it fluffs up. Just enjoy your life to the fullest, because you don't know how long you're here for. And just be a good person, I think. Do your very best, and there's no one can sort of judge you too harshly if you do that. If you do the right thing, well, there's not a lot that can be said about you in negative ways. Scones, strawberry jam and cream. You can, if you want, probably leave the sugar out if you wanted a savoury scone, put a bit of cheese through it, or you could put sultanas through it. I think this basic recipe would do for all of those sorts of things, whatever choice you want to make it. You could even do blueberry, I suppose. But that's the cream is whipped there now, and we're ready to serve. I just like to think that I can get on with things a bit. I think I'm stronger than I realise in lots lots of ways. I think, I think my purpose in life is just to try to help, again, family if I can, and just accept people as they are, and, friends, try to help them if they need a hand.
You don't like it black, do you?
In the team?
Not really, no. Well, thanks, Anna. It was really, it's a tough thing to do. But that was beautiful, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
They're beautiful.
How's Clary's brother? Scottish people over in now. Beautiful songs. Gee, I thought if Mum saw this, she'd cry.
Tell me now, first of all, what's your favourite song?
Possibly the. Already. No, the Zip It.